we couldn't really come to the conclusion yet. Okay.
It would be good. But last semester, nothing was recorded.
No,
Nope.
it was recorded, and then it was
But
posted.
and then I couldn't access
It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, it's on YouTube. APTS classes.
Oh, thank you.
No, actually, it was also
Really?
posted on Moodle, and then I just told you a couple of times, and then it has a link to YouTube. So yeah, they are
Okay.
connected.
Okay,
Lesson
thank you.
25.
That would have helped me lots.
All right. Can you see the screen now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me see. Oh, Amos is coming in.
He's good. Poor guy. There he is.
Hi, Amos. You're busy running
Hi,
all
Professor.
over the campus, right?
Yeah, I finally got ARC. It's good. It's good. Yeah, here.
Oh, this is our problem. I'm sorry about the situation. I think we need to really do our best in securing the best internet access on campus. But anyway, let's move on. Finally, we have Amos, the most important person, then we can move on. Okay? All right. Those who are using the internet from APTS, I will understand you if you can just switch off your video because it will require a lot of data. So as long as you can see me, it's okay. So you can turn off your video, but make sure you are listening to me, okay? Don't fall asleep.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Lesson 25. Let's read it. Where is it, Jim? Okay. I thought you are raptured, Jim.
Oh, that wouldn't be fair.
I was adjusting the cable, sir. Yeah.
Okay. So now, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
Okay. Then, all right. Let's do this. Any volunteer to read? Okay, so Samson is pointing Jim, or you yourself? I don't know. The location of Jim is just below you, and then you're pointing like this, and I don't know. Is the same order? Can you see Pierce on my left?
No, we have different orders. Ethel's under me on my screen, then you, and then Jim.
Oh, okay. So the order is different. Okay.
Yeah, it
so then-
is. It's different for everybody.
Okay.
Different
All
from
right, then
my
Samson, thank you. I think you volunteer yourself.
Yeah, a volunteer. Okay.
Oh,
you got
sure.
this, Togo.
Thank
Velo
you.
Natan
Thank you, Samson.
Adonai. Again, one more time. Velo Natan Adonai Lakem Lev Ladaat. Oh man, I was doing so good. Ve'enim. Oh, ve'enaim.
Good. Don't panic, just
Lirot.
move on.
Okay. Lirot. Ve'aze. Oh, ve'az naim. Lishema ad hayom, haze.
Okay, you did a good job, especially in the first parts. I was so impressed, so fast. But the second part was a bit disappointing.
I will work
No,
on
no, no.
finishing strong, Professor.
Oh, okay, good man. All right. Okay, then can you recognize this sentence? Does it look familiar? I know that when Samson was reading, then you were able to interpret it. Am I right? Because you are a good Hebrew scholar. I know. Okay, let's do this. Velo. What do you mean? Velo and not. Nathan.
Okay.
Yeah, it's quite straightforward. What is this? Nathan, Kal, a fixed
Kal.
form, 3 MSG.
G.
Special feature, just put these things because it's connected to marquet. So verb conjunction and negative particle lo, not participle. Okay, there are still some students who are confused. Particle, not participle. Okay, so
Professor,
who is
can
the
I say something?
okay?
Is this one of the, like the translation quiz we have done like last trimester?
Yes, right.
That's why it's familiar.
Okay, that's why I ask you, does it look familiar? And then you are silent. And then you begin to see it right now. Glad of that. Okay, so but anyway, so let's just deal with this, and then I'm going to highlight several stops because today's lesson is about infinitive construct, and we need to deal with something special there. So let us just quickly finish this one for those who don't remember this. So who is the subject? The Lord. So the translation is, and the Lord, what? Is this verb
Did not
reversive?
Did not
Because you
give.
have a fixed form and together with verb. Is this a fixed form? I mean,
Yes.
verb reversive?
No.
No,
No.
because
No,
yeah, it's
it's
not
not in
connected to Nathan
Nathan.
directly. So you can just take them and treat them separately. So verb doesn't affect Nathan. Okay. So the translation is then supposed to be the past tense because of a fixed form. So, and the Lord did not give
Give
Lachem to
to him.
you.
To you. Oh, to you.
Okay. What? Giving what? Or a heart. Heart. And then this one. Actually, this is a important infinitive construct form. So as you can see that the first component and the last component, you need to know how to separate the individual components. The first one, lamed, is a preposition le, which means to, and then you have dalet and ain. And tab ending is quite special for what? The first yod verb infinitive construct ending. So tab ending is for what? Infinitive construct, first yod verb infinitive construct. Okay, so when the first yod disappears and it has a compensation at the end, which is tab. If you have ot ending, not tab ending, then what does it indicate? That is what?
Pronominal participle.
No, that indicates a third head verb. So tab ending indicates, yeah, we're talking about infinitive construct. And depending on what kind of ending we have, you will determine what kind of verbs you have. Okay.
Ah.
So tab ending indicates first yod verb infinitive construct. It just works for infinitive form. And then ot ending. What do you mean by ot ending? Tab ending is just tab, and ot ending is supposed to be something and holem. Okay. So this one you need to understand. So what is it? It is supposed to be a first yod verb. Then yod is missing before dalet. Then you know the word. The root letter.
Yes. Yeah.
Yod dalet dain is yada.
Mhm.
Okay, yada.
Yada. To
So
know.
let's move on. Yada, stem, stem,
Kal.
갈.
갈,
Okay, no dagesh 볼 때.
infinitive,
Right, infinitive. You are
Tive.
supposed to say infinitive
construct,
construct
Construct.
because you are going to learn another infinitive form called infinitive absolute. So you need to make sure to include construct there, okay? And then most importantly, what PGN do we have?
No.
Nothing.
none,
Right, good. Don't be confused anymore. Nothing. And special feature?
Lamed.
lamed,
Yes, you're right. Lamed preposition.
position,
Yeah. And then what about tab ending then? Do you need to include it?
no,
No.
No need. That's just what is a compensation of the missing root letter
Yod.
yod. Okay, then what is the meaning?
to,
It has no
And the Lord,
PGN,
the
non-PGN.
Lord did
So,
not give you
oh,
To
the
know.
Elabaya
mind
is
to
To
coming in.
know.
know. To know.
Yes,
To know.
to
To
know.
know.
Okay. Is that clear? So the translation is, and the Lord did not give
Give
to
you
you
to you
a heart to
a
know.
heart to know.
Okay. Do you have any question?
Sir,
Let's move
what
on.
happened? Sir, I
Mhm.
have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
Because lev also means mind. What if I wrote did not give you the mind to know, which also makes sense, right? Will I
Yeah,
get it wrong?
It depends on your choice, actually. As long as the word let has, maybe different meanings, various meanings, then yeah, you can just put it as okay. Let me tell you this. Normally, if you are dealing with one noun or verb, there might be some different kinds of meaning for one word, but they are quite similar. But sometimes even you can find quite different meaning. So that's why I told you yesterday it's important for you to be familiar with all those meaning. But I know at the same time it's impossible for you to memorize all the meaning for one word, right? So when you are studying or when you are preparing your sermon or working on your exegetical paper, then you have to go through word study. And then something like this. Okay, talking about let, and you can just or take a note of this. Theological Dictionary of NT and OT. Those books are a series, and then they are quite important in terms of word study. So if you can study those books for your research paper and even your preaching, then people will really somehow, see you as a scholar. So those books are quite advanced. So theological dictionary of New Testament and Old Testament. So it's a kind of a lexicon. So if you look at theological dictionary of Old Testament, and then the words are alphabetically ordered. So if you are curious about the uses of, for example, let, and then go for lab, and that one will provide you all information regarding what is called the root, the origin, of the word, and then every single passage and meaning used in the Bible, and then even in the old archaic, or what is it, near ancient East, books. So it provides OT concept and anti concept, and then even something like during the same period of time when it was written. So that is one of the interesting books that you need to study later. Okay, so talking about the usage of a word, Hebrew word, you will need to consult some professional books later. Okay, but I'm trying to say, Ethel, you are right. You can just choose even the other meaning under left. If you remember, this one is mind or heart. I don't know the theological significance between them, but if you like mind for certain reason, theological reason, then you can go for that. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes,
Thank you.
sometimes you may find it quite silly, in a very real difference in your eyes. But scholars are arguing, debating. Okay, is it hard? Does it, do you think it must be mind or heart? Then, from your perspective, what, what is it about? It's not big deal. But to someone like serious scholars, it matters. So I can see that Adele is like a good Hebrew scholar right now. So if you like in mind, it's okay. All right, go for it. Um, Elabaya is coming in again. Okay.
Again.
Mm-hmm. She tried, and then I don't know. She was not able to be in. Okay, let's go. What is this, people? Okay, we have deal with im ending, but this is not
Ganin.
im ending, but your ending of im.
Ah.
Do you remember this? I explained this
Yeah.
about this yesterday. So this one is just a plural, but that gives us the idea that it is two things in pair. Okay, that's why it is called dual. But we can normally consider it as a plural. Okay. So what is this?
In.
Ein? What is
Eyes.
this?
Eye.
Eyes.
Eyes.
Yeah, eye or fountain or well. See, ayin, in terms of the meaning of ayin, it has quite two different meanings. Because when you say eye, it's different from fountain and
Spring.
well, yeah, spring. So it's important for you to be familiar with different types of meaning in a word, okay? For a word. Anyway, this one must be eyes, two eyes. Okay. And another form. Okay, here we have OT ending and then Lamed preposition in the beginning. So it is all about another infinitive construct. We just discussed this one after this. This one is the perfect form, an example of the third he, infinitive construct. Is that clear?
Yes.
So this one is la, ra, meaning to see.
See.
So let's do this. I and infinitive construct one more time. Non-special, non-PGN. What about special feature? We have Lamed. So
Lamed.
Lamed reposition.
Position.
Okay, reposition. And then meaning to
To see.
see. Okay, eyes to see. And what about this? Probably, I think I gave you the meaning of this word last time. But if you are confused, just pay attention to this. Look at this. Another infinitive construct. Lamed, and then Shua Holem. Can you see this? What are they? Shua Holem. They are the most important indicators of infinitive construct, at the same time, imperative form.
Imperative.
Okay. So you can say that Shua and Holem, oh, so I like it. And then I know this one is imperative one, but you cannot say that. Why? Because you have lamed preposition. So imperative form cannot come together with a preposition lamed. So this one must be an infinitive construct. So shama, kal, infinitive construct, non-PGN, lamed preposition as a special feature, meaning to listen or hear. So what do you need to have to listen? Nose?
Listen. Ear.
Yes, ears. All right, so it's quite easy if you pay attention to the context. So this one is another dual forms. I'm,
As
so ears.
years.
At, until. Ha, yom, the day. The,
Okay.
this. So what is this?
Let's say this. Let's say
Right. This one is
This
an
day.
attributive adjective form. So this modifies the preceding noun, the day. So this day until today. So what is our final translation? FL, can you do this?
Oh, okay. So from the top, from the
Yes,
beginning.
please. Yes.
Okay. Um, and the Lord did not give to you a heart to know. I think a heart to know, eyes. I can't remember the first one, but to know.
La,
La,
la, la,
la,
la, la.
that's okay.
Resh
Eyes
alephe, to see.
are left to see. That's right.
Mhm.
The heart
And
to know, to see, and to hear, to and ears to hear,
mhm.
to hear.
Add. Add means
Odd. Yeah, that I forgot
until.
until the day, until this day,
Good job. Good job. Thank you.
until this day.
Let's move on quickly. As Amos mentioned, it's not new to us because we're dealing with this as in translation quiz. Okay, everything is here, but let me quickly go to another part. Okay, I haven't got a chance to emphasize this yesterday. Do you have your textbook with you right now? Please look at page
Yes,
400,
sir.
135. 135. When you study English, and one of the things that really bothered us is the irregular uh, words in terms of singular and plural, even in terms of the tenses of verbs. And irregular words are quite confusing. So 135, page 135, you have common irregular nouns.
Nouns.
So what do we mean by irregular nouns? Pay attention to the absolute form, ish, anashim, isha, nashim, bait, batim. Those things are what you are required to memorize. So when you are talking about absolute form, they are the lexicon forms, okay? They are not different from what you memorize. But construct must be different. Sometimes the same, but most of the time. Why? Because when a word noun is used to form a construct chain, then there must be a hint, an indicator, like shortening. So now look at this. In case of a man, ish becomes ish. So in other words, you will not be able to see any difference when the word is used even as a construct form. But look at the man. It is supposed to be anashim, but it becomes anashe. But you can still see the chere yod bridge. But it gives you the idea that the following noun must be uh, forming a special construct chain together with this preceding noun. Are you following me? Woman must be isha, but when it is used together with the construct chain, especially as the first noun, then it becomes eshet, eshet. Okay, so now I think it's impossible for us to memorize everything because you cannot see even the pattern here. So what you need to do is to take a look at it and then try to be familiar with this. Okay, so when it comes to irregular in a pattern, then what do you need to do? We just memorize, and then we just try to be familiar with this. Interestingly, on the right side we have with suffix, and you need to understand what will happen when a noun is attached to a pronominal suffix at the end. Then it affects the vowel system again. And then you have another thing there. What do you mean by isha and ishi? All those endings are pronominal suffix indicating different types of PGN. So you need to pay attention to the variation, the change when they are used as a construct form or with a suffix. Okay, so this is something that you need to pay attention to. Okay, and let's look at today's lesson. Where are you? On page 138. The last one at the bottom, 130A, it deals with hollow verbs. Today, in terms, when we are talking about infinitive construct form, the most basic indicator for infinitive constructs are shua and holem. Are you following me? Shua and holem. And at the same time, shua and holems are the indicators of imperative form. But when you have a preposition, then it cannot be imperative form. As an exceptional case, we are dealing with the first yod verb and then the third head verb for infinitive construct. Then what do you expect? Top ending for the first yod verb infinitive construct, and then ot ending for the third head infinitive construct. Are you following me? Okay.
Yes, sir.
But what about then for hollow verbs? What about hollow verbs for infinitive construct or imperative form? If you are curious about this, then you need to go to your verb chart. Actually, I sent you the digital copy of the scanned image of your textbook, the verb chart I sent to you. Do you remember? I think I sent the file to you through Messenger, Facebook Messenger in Hebrew1.
Oh,
So please download it, especially those who don't have the textbook. You have to have this verb chart, because without this verb chart, you will not be able to analyze the verbs. Maybe from the middle point onward in Hebrew2. So then I want you to look at the verb chart, especially for the part of hollow verbs, where page 440 and 441. Look at it. And what are we talking about in terms of form right now? We are dealing with imperative form and infinitive construct. So we are trying to know if there is any difference between infinitive construct hollow verbs and imperative. Can you see any difference? Infinitive construct, we have cum, cough, shua, and then mem. Are you there? Can you see it? On page 40, 440, look at infinitive construct, the last one to the bottom. Can you see that? Cum?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right? So I told you, if you have cum as it is without losing anything, like especially the midpoint, then that's strange. So yesterday, Pierce asked me the question, why is that, when a prefix form is coming, why we don't lose the midpoint? It appears together with the middle component, and then we didn't have missing letter rule indicator, which is comments under the prefix pronoun. Pierce, do you remember this, right? So
I do.
I'm trying to say, if you have all those three components for hollow verbs, then that's strange. But it can come together with the prefix pronoun with a verb conversive. If this one comes together with a prefix pronoun and verb conversive, then the middle component will be dropped. And then you will see comments under the prefix pronoun. But if hollow verb doesn't come together with verb conversive, but prefix form, then
Sir, I can't hear him. We can't hear you, sir.
Maybe the data's run out or something.
Maybe his data ran out, yeah.
Oh man, he was getting to the good part too.
Was he?
We're having a problem with the internet.
Mm.
So just a few seconds. Oh, he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone for a while now. We think he ran out of data.
He's back.
Yes?
Yes, he's back.
I can't see him.
Somewhere else you can find him. Maybe not here on Earth.
I knew that was tricky.
Oh Lord.
It is. I wonder if they've ever had this problem at APTS before. Oh, they have a storm right now, that's why.
No,
okay.
PLDT
Sorry.
is adjusting
I
its
lost
cables.
my internet connection.
Oh,
Okay.
Elabaya, do you have internet in your office?
Yeah, but it's very slow.
Okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
you know what?
Mm.
I don't know if this is good news. I think we cannot continue with this
Yeah.
internet connection. So, but anyway, we covered, generally speaking, I think we covered most of the lesson today. Actually, as I said, I'm not supposed to deal with the new lesson 25 today. But since it's not really brand new, I wanted to cover it so that we'll be able to spend, some more time for the very new lessons, okay? So that's it. Let me just summarize, and then we will just finish our lesson today.
okay, sir.
Infinitive construct form, what do you need to remember? Shua, Holland,
Olen.
all right?
Holland.
4 strong verbs. And what do you expect? You expect a preposition normally, but not all the time. You cannot say that, okay, I don't have the prefix pronoun, a preposition, that it must be imperative form. No, that's not correct. Sometimes even infinitive construct form can come without a preposition. Do you understand? So, but it is really obvious. If you have a preposition, then must be in an infinitive construct form. So let me give you this explanation one more time. If you have Shua and Holem, then you have two possibilities. What are they? Infinitive construct and imperative form. If you have a preposition in the beginning, then that should be infinitive construct. But what if you don't have a preposition? Then you need to think about two possibilities, okay? And for some weak verbs, like first you're the verb, then what do you expect in terms of infinitive construct? You need to expect tab ending, okay? And then if you have the third head verb, then the third head will be disappearing and you will have ot ending. What about for hollow verb? What is the indicator of infinitive, hollow verb infinitive construct? You will have every root letters, especially the middle component, shua, holem, hirek yod. As I said, if you have those components, then that's strange. It's not a normal form. So they must be infinitive construct and at the same time imperative form. I think we are talking about this. We first dealt with this when we are learning about this imperative form. Do you remember? So first noon verb imperative, and the first yod verb imperative, and the third he verb imperative. And so hollow verb imperative. So we first dealt with this case, actually for imperative form. But I told you there is a great similarity between imperative form and infinitive construct. So when you think like, okay, this one must be infinitive construct, then it's always good for you to think about the possibility of imperative form too. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
As a summary of this imperative form, then let me know, what is the indicator of first noun verb imperative?
Dagish. Oh,
Yes, assimilation. The first noun will disappear. So Nathan, for example, Nathan, the first noun will disappear, and then you will see a dagesh coming for tav, and then you will have noun ending. Only two components together with dot. That's for masculine singular. But what about feminine singular and the masculine plural and feminine plural? The ending e, u, na ending.
Nah.
So you need to remember this, and then they are identical to, what is it? The pronominal suffix complement ending, okay? But without the prefix pronoun, that must be imperative form. What about first yod verb? Imperative. The first yod will disappear, and you will have what? Nothing, just disappear. Do you remember this? So you need to be aware of all those indicators because these are the basic, actually. And then what else are you going to deal with in Hebrew 2? You are done with all, forms. And then in terms of weak verb is, strong verbs. And the only thing that you need to deal with the different stems. So if you have a new stems, and it will affect all those indicators of prefix, affix, infinitive construct, participle. Welcome to Hebrew 2, which means, you find like, Hebrew 1 is so hard because there are a lot of things to memorize. Okay, let me tell you this. If you have a new stem like Nifal, then you need to go over all again, okay? Because it deals with all different indicators, okay? If you have Hifil, you need to go all over again for all forms. But don't be scared. Why? because it's not really brand new all the time. There will be still some connection and similarity. It's still relevant to what you have memorized and studied before. So don't be too much nervous and worried. You can do it. But I'm trying to say that you need to make sure you prioritize this Hebrew class. If you feel like you are able to just to finish by doing your study in the classroom, just memorizing words and that's all, it doesn't work in Hebrew too, especially vocabulary. You need to make sure you memorize all those 200 plus another 20 every week. You've noticed that without memorizing all those words, and how are you going to analyze a sentence? That is the number one problem. So if you know the vocabulary, you will be able to handle it well. Okay, so that's it. Elabaya, do we have any assignment today for
Yes,
lesson 25?
yes.
Okay, what are they?
It's on Moodle, page 139, number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 10.
Okay, so 5 sentences.
Yes.
Okay, which is good.
This
And
is
then,
the grace for the first week.
okay, yes. All
It's
right,
due
so they
next
are,
Tuesday.
Yes, on
Yay.
Tuesday morning. Yeah.
Okay.
okay. And be ready for your first
Vocab.
translation quiz on, no, translation quiz on Tuesday.
Tuesday. Mm.
Okay.
Then
And
what's on
you're
Vocab
going
will
to,
be
Friday?
on Friday.
yeah, the first, what is it? The vocabulary quiz will be offered and it will be taken on Friday next week.
Oh, I have
Okay.
it
So
backwards.
Tuesday, oh, yeah, I changed it yesterday, right? I changed the schedule yesterday. So one more time, translation quiz on Tuesday and vocabulary quiz on Friday. Okay, clear? Do you have any question?
No.
Okay, right. Thank you. And then pray that we will be having a better internet condition in here. So thank you, and then have a great Friday.
Thursday.
It's a
Have a
Thursday
good
there.
weekend. Ah, yes.
All right, one more day to go. Sorry.
No, I'm off
Okay, bye.
tomorrow. Bye, everyone.
Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
bye.
God bless.
Bye bye.
Thank
Everyone.
you,
Thank you.
sir.
Thank you,
Bye.
sir.
Uh,
Yeah. Anything that you want to say?
the translation quiz, is it
Mhm.
up on Moodle? I will
What do
check.
you want? Actually, as I said, I may not be able to be back by Tuesday morning. Then
Yeah.
somehow you need to be ready.
Mm,
So what do you prefer?
no, I was asking where is it? I could give it and then I will
Actually,
give it.
I have it right now, but I haven't decided to maybe Moodle or because personally I prefer to send it to the student through Messenger, but I believe
Okay.
you like to post it in the Moodle and ask them submit it to Moodle.
Mm.
So do you prefer to do that way?
On Moodle, yeah.
Yeah.
Those who
Okay, then
can.
I will upload it in the Moodle,
Okay.
and on
So
Tuesday
I
maybe
open it.
5 minutes before the class start, then you can open it.
Okay. How long
Yeah,
should they
hide
do
it.
it? How long? 20 minutes?
Okay, this is how it works. There are some exercises
Mm.
which is not a part of their assignment, and we are supposed to deal with it.
Mm.
And then after translation quiz,
Mm-hmm.
we are supposed to do it.
Okay.
Okay, covering the whole week. that's how it works. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we have 3 lessons.
Yes.
Sometimes, we couldn't finish everything in terms of the exercise.
Mm.
So after the translation quiz, we normally go back to the lesson and we just do it. So I
Okay.
think we need to do it on Tuesday for this week,
Okay.
the lessons for this week. But
Okay.
we don't have a lot, actually,
So
as I
that's
said.
23 to 25. 23 to 25.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So maybe you just take a look at it, and then if you can see, that the exercises that are not included as assignment, then you can just give some explanation, or you can ask the student to
Okay.
do it, and you just
Okay.
help them to, if you can
Process
see
it.
anything that you need to correct, and yeah, it's up to you. So
Okay.
it depends on how much you want to spend, how long you want to just teach.
Okay.
Um, I'm sure if we give them 20 minutes, then they will find it so hard.
Too short.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe.
Maybe let's do this then. We need to be really strict about the time
Yeah.
and tell them just the 30 minutes,
Okay.
no more. And
Mm.
tell them we normally gave around 20 minutes previously, but now
Mm.
it's 30 minutes. So
Mm.
please finish within 30 minutes. And then tell them you're going to review, okay,
Mm.
for the previous lessons.
Mm.
I think we can do that way.
Okay.
And hopefully I will be back by Tuesday. I mean,
Okay.
I plan to come back, but I will see.
Anyway, I'll just prepare just in case the lesson 26.
Lesson 26?
Now I'm saying on for Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying I'll just prepare lesson 26 just in case you're not able to make it on Wednesday. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean,
but I should be
be
back
back by
before
Tuesday.
26
By
because of
Tuesday.
my travel pass. Otherwise, I will be in trouble if a policeman could catch me.
Oh,
Because my travel pass only allows me travel for 2 days, from Monday to
oh,
Tuesday.
oh,
So at least I
back by
should be
Tuesday
back
evening.
by Tuesday night.
Okay,
Because I think you don't need to do that on
okay,
Wednesday.
okay.
Or if you like to cover the whole week next week, that will be good too, if you like.
Mm,
And then I think there will be no really major lessons in terms of new
mm,
grammars. If you
okay.
like, I think you can cover it next week. Then in terms of a continuation, that will be better
Okay, let me
if
look
you
at
are
it,
okay with
then
it.
let me look at it, then I'll let you know just today, because I'll look at it now. I'll
Mm-hmm.
look at the lessons now. 3 lessons.
Mm-hmm.
So we do the lesson on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Yes. Let me
Okay.
quickly look at it. Do you have the lessons
Uh,
with you right now?
yeah, let me, but I don't think, I'm not sure I have all of them, but I have most of them. The ones
Labaya,
for,
actually, I'm not supposed to finish lesson 25 today because lesson
okay,
25 is scheduled for
this
Tuesday,
coming week,
actually.
yeah.
Yes. So 25, 26, and 27s are what you need to deal with.
Or 25, 26, and 27.
So I think you have enough time because I dealt with it 25 today.
Mm-hmm.
So you can just cover 2 lessons. And then I think
Okay.
26 and 27s are not really 26. Let me see.
Let me just
It's
check it.
about, yeah, let's just deal with it. I think if you
And
can
I'll
do it,
look
that would
at
be
it.
better.
Okay, I will look at it. Mm.
Let me see too. Um, yeah, lesson 26 is about third half of fixed form.
Okay. Um,
That's a bit new because the third way will disappear, and then it will be replaced by
Is that
yod.
the one that chooses? Let's
26.
46. Or the one that is replaced by you. Review of IPP, current part, start here.
Actually, when it comes to the major lesson of 26, it's quite straightforward. But the thing is, it includes double weak verbs,
Yeah.
you know, those things.
Is this
But
the
I
one that
still,
has banner? Oh, this
mm-hmm.
one. Oh,
But you know what? To be honest, when it comes to the double weak verb, we cannot really let them know, this is the perfect way for you to understand this.
Yeah.
Just let them take a look at it and then try to be familiar with, and don't try to even provide them the pattern there.
Yeah.
Just try to say, okay,
Uh-huh.
we have two components which are not strong,
Yeah.
so it'll affect the sound.
Yeah.
And then there is no pattern at all because it depends on what kind of weak verb you have.
Yes.
It So there seem to be little similarities among those, like la, Allah,
Yeah.
katal.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah, just to quickly highlight, but the most important thing is they are all ending in the third he.
Mm.
And then when the third he is followed by the affix pronoun, then it will affect the head sound. The head sound is not strong enough, so head it will disappear, and then it will be compensated by the yod
Mm.
or taf, because 3 FSG will come with a he ending. So then in that case, only that case, it will take taf uh, addition. So just to let them know, and this is how it works, and that's it. I think do not too much go into the double weak verbs. Just to let them know, okay, this is what can happen. And you have even prefix form for the third he. But the point is, the third he will be missing. That's it.
That's the key. That's
When
the main thing.
yeah. When the third he is followed by like prefix complement or affix pronoun, then the he will be replaced by either tav or yod. That's it. Okay. And then what they need to do is to double check
Mm.
in their verb chart. So that's the most important thing. I think then quite straightforward. And lesson 26 is it, and 27 is affix a hollow verb and review plural construct and pronominals of fixed hollow verb chart. I think this one is nothing new to, because yeah, hollow verb, a fixed form. Yeah, that's it. Nothing
Okay.
special.
Okay. I'll look at it.
Okay, so do you think you can do it next week? Then there will be really good help, because I think I first plan to do it by myself, since we haven't discussed this before. But if you
Yeah.
think this one is not really, hard to prepare for, I will appreciate it if you can do it, because as I said, after I come back from Manila on Tuesday, it'll be really tired. I will be. And I need to send my paper again by Wednesday night. And I think I will need to spend some more days, to revise in terms of format, and just a couple of grammatical checks to make sure.
Mm.
So then, can you just fix the schedule right now then?
Okay, let me try and see how it goes.
Okay, so please let me know if you have any difficulties, and I'm okay.
Yeah,
I can still
I'll
do
look
that.
at it. I'll look at it now. Also today, I will
Uh-huh.
look at it today and see how it is.
Okay, then just get
Yeah.
back to me by tonight or this afternoon. Okay.
Okay. All right then.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Okay then.
And, right.
Okay.
Have a good day.
You too. Mm.
Okay, bye.